everybody, it's me, Gunmanza92, and we're back today with another MotoGP 23 video. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't subscribed already. And if you do subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me, my channel, and my videos. And don't forget to hit that all-important bell so you don't miss any of them as they drop onto YouTube. So, yes, it is a Monday, and we are back with MotoGP 23. Mainly just because I want to get as much of these races done as we possibly can. And we also have the new update. So we've got the updated liveries for Moto 3 as well. So we just wanted to get it out there. Just wanted to get some of this Moto 3 season completed as best as we can. So I'm pretty sure if we go to the pit wall, we answered the last sort of questions that were chucked our way. So that is fine. In this video, we head to the Termes Del Rio Honda circuit in Argentina. Normally a circuit that we do quite well round. So we are still in our rivalry with Ayumu Sasaki, which of course we were actually top of the championship at the moment. So yeah, heading into the next Grand Prix, we've got to be ahead of him by the time we get to United States, which is of course the next round. So we've got 2 more GPs to hopefully be in front of our rival here. As we head into practice 1, which looks like it's wet. Practice 2 looks like it's going to be variable, so it could be wet to dry. And then we've got a cloudy and sunny Saturday, followed by qualifying, which is the same. And then the race is glorious sunshine. So hopefully we can hold out for a decent result in free practice 1 and 2, looking into free practice 3, where we look to qualify for qualifying 2 straight away. So, with it being said, obviously, we've still got those tips here, which are pretty cool. Yeah, Termes Del Rio circuit, normally a positive circuit for me. Normally, we do relatively quite well around here, so hopefully we can continue that form that we have had in the past around this circuit. I think it would be a little bit difficult in the rain, but I do want to get out on track and try and do some of these laps in the wet, just to sort of see the feel of the bike and see how the difference is with everything and how the bike feels differently under the wet conditions and stuff like that. So we've got the medium set. We are in practice 1. I'm going to jump straight back out now, or straight out now, in practice 1 here, and just try and get some laps under our belt with these wet conditions. I will join back with everybody once we have finished our practice sessions and we are looking at the standings heading into qualifying. Okay, so the pace we thought we were going to have around here, and we don't quite have. We are down in 13th place, nearly a second off. Just can't break into them sort of 1:48s that the AI can do at the moment. I'm not even convinced we've made it through. No, we haven't. We are going to go through Q2 session then. Again here, I'm not entirely convinced we're going to get through either. Just can't get any better than a 1:49.5. We've tried, and we really have tried, but yeah, just can't unlock it for some reason. We're going to try and go out and use tyres here and try and better a 1:49.5 here. Otherwise, could be a bit of damage limitation for us during the race. Hopefully, we get a little bit of better pace during the race, but let's see how I can get on through Q1 session then. Okay, here we go then. We're just going to let that rider in front clear off ever so slightly so it doesn't get in our way. But you can see there 1:49.7 is the quickest lap time so far, which we are capable of beating. It's just a case of putting that lap together, which if I'm honest, I'm not 100% sure we are going to be able to do here. He dropped the front end through there as well. We are on pace here. This isn't a bad lap. This could get us top 4, maybe. Potentially, but obviously we don't know the gap. We only know the gap to the leader. Too much on the accelerator as we're coming out of there. That was a much better line through there. Probably one of the best lines I've done through there. Come on. Can we get through to Q2 here? What is it? A 149.8. We are so close. That isn't a bad lap time. Let's have one more fly at it, see if we can beat that lap time. I'm not entirely... That was silly. Okay, so... we didn't actually make it through to Q2 either. So we are starting from miles back here. 149.8 was the best we could do. 149.5 would have seen us get through. We just couldn't manage to do that lap, so we are right at the back of the grid here. This is going to be difficult. Don't know why, just unable to get any sort of lap time around here, which is really strange. So we do not have the pace at all as we enter this race. Let's see, hopefully at the start of the race, while everyone's battling, we can try and make some headway and see if we can get past some of these riders. Yeah, here we go then. Not ideal, but it is where we are. Or we are where we are. Let's do this as we look down at the grid. So, a couple of softs going in there from Tata Suzuki. Not sure those tyres are going to hold. That might come into play for us, to be fair, as we are down on row 8. Probably my worst qualifying in the Moto 3 for a long time. Here we go then. We can see ourselves down there. Let's hope for a decent start. Okay, clutches in, revs up. Here we go. Can we get a decent start? No, not really. Well, we've got some extra power there as we join power map in 3. Get up the inside of a couple of these riders now. Try and take a couple of them as we come round this first corner. Not going to get the best run up this straight though. Slipstream will help. We are made our way up to 13th place already, so a very good start. We have 11 laps to do round here. I have dropped it down to 50%, just so that it doesn't take me as long to do a Grand Prix. Try and get them done a little bit quicker. Drop it down to power map in 1 now, because we are at 0.3 laps of fuel, so it's sad that we've got to run fuel map in 1. Made a couple of overtakes there. Can we get past Dennis on tube? Yes, we can. We definitely have a better race pace at the moment, anyway. To be fair, I think it's just that we've been very aggressive in this first lap. How are we still losing fuel when we're in power map in 1? There's Ayumu Sasaki, so that's the one we need to be in front of. Power map in 1, slipstream does absolutely nothing. Bit wide. Power mapping 2 into the slipstream of Sasaki. Sasaki there. Side. Try and take that neater line. Slightly using the AI to get me round the corner there. But we are somehow up into 4th. Very aggressive, granted. We are being very aggressive here. Leopards sitting at the front. Always do well around here, Leopard. You have been super aggressive. I mean, to be fair, Sasaki, or Suzuki, you and us there. After a superly aggressive couple of laps here, we are back at the front of this grid. I'm going to try and get round the outside of Messia here. Track limits warning for that one. Quickest lap of the race so far, 150.3. So the AI at the moment absolutely nowhere near their qualifying pace. And to be fair, we are most of us using the hard tyres, so it's not at all surprising. Trying to keep in touch with Suzuki here. We've got a little bit of a better run up this straight. We're in his slipstream now. We pull out of the slipstream. I don't get it. We had so much pace in the last race as well, compared to the AI during the race, that we were like 3 seconds, 6 seconds in front. And somehow we have done it in this race again after a very poor qualifying. Very poor corner there. We're going to have to knock it down the power map in 1. It's going to bring Suzuki back into play. I mean, in all fairness, a super aggressive 2 laps there from us to get to this far. That's sitting power map in 1 for a bit. Means we're not going to be able to... What the hell was that about? Oh, that's wide. Suzuki up the right hand side, surely protect that inside line as we come into here. Suzuki attempts to go around the outside. That is a lovely move from Suzuki. Does not want to be leading as we come into this straight though. Maybe the race pace is so low because everyone's having to use power map in 1. That is potential. Okay, we are actually on this lap 4. 1, beginning to save some fuel. And 2, beginning to gap the AI here. So, going on the basis that we don't make any mistakes. Like that one, actually. Hold on a second. We might have saved it. Running wide into turn 1 there might have cost us a lot of time to the AI. Diego Moreira is the one that is pulling away with us. We might be in a little bit of a battle here with Diego Moreira. Entry. Look at the time you make up in a corner entry. Okay, the gap is back up to half a second already, so we're on lap 5, providing we don't make any more silly mistakes and lose that gap time and get into a bit of a battle with Diego Moreira. I am going to get our head down and get these last few laps over and done with, hoping that we can maintain this this first place. So far we're running in power mapping 1 just to try and conserve some of that fuel that we might need toward the later stages of this race, as I'm assuming they are doing the same. So at the moment our race pace is horrendous compared to about 2 seconds slower than our qualifying lap, so I'm assuming the AI having to do the same. We're all having to be a little bit better with our not tyre management, but fuel management. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to get to the end of this race, hopefully, provided we don't make some mistakes. And hopefully, I shall see everybody at the end of this Grand Prix, where hopefully we are still leading the Grand Prix after a very shoddy qualifying. Here we go then, here he is, Diego Moreira. He has managed to get past us. Oh, Suzuki as well. Showing me off the edge of the track there. We've got some extra fuel, so I think it's about time we used it. Otherwise we could drop down the order here. Diego Moreira position himself in the perfect place. Had to accelerate a little bit earlier than I would have liked there, but purely to try and stay on it with Suzuki closing us down. We've been running in power mapping 1, so we switch it to power mapping 2 here now. In a hope that that will be enough to see us increase that gap, but we are going to have to turn it off. Gap's down to 0.7. Sorry, not the gap. The fuel is down to 0.7. We didn't really make a mistake. Just the case that we're just simply not able to get that to get the pace on power mapping 1. Diego Moreira is right behind us as we come down this straight again. Switch to power mapping 1, we're only on 0.3 of laps of fuel now, so we are going to have to go back into the power mapping 1 mode. Back up to 0.6 all the time, and then just as we enter this part of the track, I lose like 0.4 of a second around this corner through corner speed. See it there, look, down to 0.4. Heavy brakes, heavy brakes. The line then. Lap 9 of 11. Might as well stay with us as we do these last 3 laps now. Right, power mapping 2 then. We've got 0.8 now of extra fuel. So let's use that in these last couple of laps just to try and keep away from Diego Moreira here. I know I'm quiet, I apologise, we are really concentrating here. Wide exit out the final corner. The gap's nearly a second. We're on 0.4 laps of fuel in the penultimate lap. So is that second gap going to be enough while we run power mapping 1 to see us to the end of this Grand Prix? The gap's already back down to under, or just over half a second as I enter this corner now. Point 4 as we come down the straight then. Our lap times have increased or decreased since lap 7, as we have been able to run a little bit more of power mapping 2. Completely outbrake myself there. Oh. Trying to push the corners a little bit too hard here, I think. Don't really fancy being that risky. Gap's under half a second. Here we go, fuel's at 0.7, so I'm going to use a little bit of power mapping 2 at the start of this lap It's the start of the lap and the end of the lap that we struggle on. So, if we can just use Diego Moreira, really. I'm going to attempt that. Get on the green. I don't think you get put back a place, but come on then. Slipstream of Diego Moreira here with power mapping 2. We should be able to get past. Only just, but we do. We're going to be a lot breaker later on the brakes. Wide exit though. 0.6 laps of fuel. I don't really want that to get below 0.5, as it's already on 0.5. Back down to power mapping 1, we're going to have to. Set that inside line. Diego Moreira's right there. Try and protect the inside. Take the curb. And win the Argentinian Grand Prix. We had better race pace. Definitely had better race pace. Looks like a lot of us struggling. There was a couple of 149s in there, but I don't know that Josh Watley with a 149.3, so I think a lot of people not being able to use their full power mappings till the later stages of those races there. Bit of a weird one with the diesel, the petrol in this game even. It's very strange that you have to manage it that much. But we're now 20 points in front of Ayumu Sasaki, or Ayumu Sasaki, should I say?
We're back from Parc Ferme with the winner,
so pretty good for us, to be honest. Another win. I wasn't expecting that win after qualifying, so we will most definitely take that. Complete a career in career mode something. So, we got 2 messages then before we head to America. I felt Sangarman's blows, but everything happens very fast in the race. I wasn't worried, but I hope it doesn't happen again. I definitely didn't do it deliberately. I apologise. Yeah, let's go with that. Ortola, I feel like the world has just discovered Escarman. It's a shame we've forgotten about me, but in Texas, I'll make sure everyone remembers who I am. Message like that only gets me boosted. Now I really have to thrash you. Nah, let's keep it nice, keep it clean. Keep it clean. We need to build relationships in this first part of this career. So I don't like the way it doesn't show you the relationships that you've got with like Moto 2. Relationship with Yamanaka has gone down. Not too bothered about my relationship with Yamanaka, if I'm honest. Yeah, okay, so there we are. Anyway. Rider and team. That's our rider and team. So our objective is, of course, get top 10 finishes and championship top 5. At the moment, we have 2 races and 2 races won. And we have 2 pole positions to our name. So, not too bad. Or 1 pole position for this year, anyway. So, that was today's race. A little bit longer there, even though we shortened the laps, just because there was a little bit more going on. So, a very aggressive first 2-3 laps there that showed us our true pace after having to run in power mapping 1. Yeah, bit of a strange one that. I think that's definitely something that we need to look at developing with the bike as soon as we can after the summer break. The fuel consumption is very high with these Moto 3 machines. Obviously, you're revving the nuts out of them quite a lot of the time, so suppose it's standard in a way. But yeah, that was the second race of the season. Our next race is the Red Bull Grand Prix of Americas in Texas, And that is all we've got time for today, unfortunately. So, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't subscribed already. And if you do subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me, my channel and my videos. And with that being said, I shall see you all in the next video.